Alright guys, how's it going? It is Monday, the 4th of March 2019 and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Hooray. How's it going guys? Well, I'm back here, back in my office, following a couple of weeks in England, visiting family. Nice to get away, but also nice to be back home. I'm a bit, after that game yesterday, I'm making this video for your thoughts on the Everton game in particular. What you thought of the substitutions, what you thought of the team selection, the player ratings. I like the player ratings, 1 to 10, 10 being amazing, 1 being terrible. So if you want to throw some individual player ratings in the comments section, please do. Very disappointing again. I've got to say again, I was very disappointed with the Manchester United game, especially with them losing, the players that they did in the first half. I think Manchester City, for example, had they been in that position against Manchester United, with them suffering those setbacks early on, would have annihilated them. I actually thought that we would go to Goodison and get a result yesterday. I know the form book can go out of the window, on a Merseyside derby. Law of averages suggests at some point, that they're going to have to, Everton are going to get something against us. That was on my mind before the game. But I still thought, I thought, this is it, especially after the previous game where we battered Watford. I thought, right, this is it, we're up for it. But I don't know if you listened to the radio show that I do on a Saturday. It's streamed online. We do a sports show, and in that sports show I said that the Everton fans would be really up for this game. Never mind the players, but the actual fans, because I knew that they obviously don't want us to win the league, so I knew that it was going to be an electrifying atmosphere. It was going to be mental. I really do believe that does give the edge to a team. So it's always my screen's freezing, so I hope it's not affecting you during playback. But it's always like that at Goodison and Anfield in those games. The atmosphere is electric. But I knew that yesterday it would be tenfold, and not that should be an excuse or anything. I just thought it had the settings of a fucking great game. They obviously wanted to stop us. We needed to win. It was the Merseyside derby. Their fans would be in bits, if we lost the game, or we'd be in bits, And at the end, I was a bit embarrassed for them Everton fans, the way they were celebrating that, the game at the end. So obviously Klopp said in the run up to the game, it's their World Cup final. They certainly behaved like they'd won the World Cup. At the end of it, I did think it was quite funny where Everton responded to Klopp by saying, "Oh, it's funny that because he celebrated the game at Anfield like he just won the World Cup," which is a good, was a good response to his comments. But I do like that. I do like the little digs between managers, and that's all good. And I understand why Everton fans were celebrating, because they think they've denied us, and maybe they have, an opportunity at the league title. But I tell you what, guys, if we ever were like that, our fans, I'd be embarrassed. Honestly, I really would. So, but that's Everton, and I'm sure there's some Everton fans watching my video as well. Don't upset them too much. There'll be caps locking me to death with their keyboards if I'm not careful. But yeah, so I think you should be more focused on your own stuff, So, but they were celebrating. Honestly, did you hear the cheers at full time? It's football for you. Look, I've been very, down with it all. Our title chances. I took some notes earlier that I wanted to mention to you if I can just find them. I've tried not to be negative. I've tried not to raise them in videos because I don't want to depress you guys, and people will say, this is what I've been trying to, what I wanted to say over the last few weeks, is that what annoys me is these condescending glass half full people that will say to you, oh, it's a point gained, it's not true, 2 points dropped. Fuck off. It's 2 points dropped. Oh, you had all them 2 points up together. Fuck me. Seriously. It says here, on January the 3rd, Liverpool could have gone 10 points clear of City with the win at the Etihad. They won their next 2 matches narrowly against Brighton and Crystal Palace, but have since had 4 draws in 6, with Salah slowing up and the midfield failing to contribute goals. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when you look at the team, it seems to get better the further back you go. So if you start the attackers are off, drop back into midfield, they're off, but maybe a bit better than the attackers. Drop back to the defenders, seem to be doing better than them in front of them, the goalkeeper, etc. And it's very disappointing. There's certain players in the team that are just not stepping up in the big games. It's very well putting 5 past Watford, but it counts for nothing if you're then not winning 1-0 at Everton or something like that. So the run-ins, Manchester City have got Watford at home, Fulham away, Cardiff home, Palace away, Tottenham home, Man United away, Burnley away, Leicester home, Brighton away. And I mentioned Leicester there because of Brendan Rodgers. Fantastic. Could Brendan do his old club a favour there? Compared to Liverpool, we've got Burnley at home, Fulham away, Tottenham home, Southampton away, Chelsea home, Cardiff away, Huddersfield home, Newcastle away, Wolves home. Obviously, we've got Rafa Benitez there as well. You could argue that Liverpool tend to play better when they're just behind City and not ahead of them. But I can't help but think, and I've thought this for a while, guys, that, that maybe we have thrown it away. Maybe we have thrown it away. And the reason I say that is because Manchester City, they're a very good team. And they're consistently good. Whereas we're not. We're a good team. But we fail to capitalise on those. And I can't be doing with that fucking, boy, it's a point gained. But the other argument that they come out with, which is a valid one, is at the beginning of the season, if you'd said you can be 1 point ahead of City or 1 point behind or whatever, and you will play Manchester United and Everton and take a point from those 2 games, would you have taken it? And you'd have taken it. So it's hard to argue with them with that. There is, still many twists ahead probably. But what if we don't win this season? I'll be very disappointed. I've seen some people being quite critical of the manager, Jurgen Klopp, which is bizarre yet also understandable. I do think that we failed to capitalise in January when we could have added someone to the squad that would have given us a bit more of some attacking flair or creativity in midfield maybe. I think we do miss Coutinho. It's bizarre really, because I know in the past I've made videos saying Coutinho, forgot all about him, but that was because we were doing well. Now I'm not saying that we're doing terrible now, but what I'm saying is we're failing to capitalise on opportunity. And the substitutions yesterday, when I just thought they were a bit negative, but anyway. So I'm trying not to be depressed, and I'm not saying that the title's over, or anything, but it's gonna be difficult, and it's difficult to see. I mean, let's look at these fixtures again, right? Let's look at these fixtures again. Man City, Watford, Fulham, Cardiff, Palace. I mean, those games there, you'd expect them to get something. They've got Tottenham and Man United. Manchester United away. And Burnley, Leicester, Brighton. Liverpool, we've got Chelsea in there. And we've got Tottenham in there. Both of those games are at home, fortunately. But, like we talk about Manchester City, they came unstuck against Newcastle, didn't they? So, I mean, anything can happen. But the problem is, Liverpool, unless they snap out of it now, instantly now, they've thrown it. And I'm just like, I just don't get it, because we are, the previous game we were amazing. But you've got to do it against these. So, yes, I'm a bit tired of it. A bit tired of it, guys. But I'm sure you feel the same, and I think the comments to this video will be a combination of, it's alright, we'll do it, we're gonna do it. And I think some people will be along the lines of me saying, yeah, his points dropped, not fucking points gained. But the argument to that would be, well, would you rather have, lost it? I don't know. And every weekend I keep seeing people saying the title will be decided this weekend, it'll be decided at Old Trafford, it'll be decided at Goodison. And then people coming out going, no, it won't. That will not determine the title. So, unfortunately now, we've had that opportunity where we could have gone 7, 8, 9, 10 points clear, whatever, and we haven't failed to take it. So the rules is reversed now, and now we have to hope they slip up. But the problem is, if they slip up, we've got to make sure we're capitalising on it. And there ain't much time left, guys. There ain't much time left. So it's I'm finding it all a bit, a bit testing, to be honest. So anyway, let me know what you thought of the Everton game, if you've got any comments about it. Let me know what you think of our title chances now. And just try and be honest. Do you know what I mean? Try and be honest. Try and be honest. And just say how you feel. Don't worry about what anyone else fucking says or thinks. You say what you think. I'm interested in what you think. And the manager, is Jurgen Klopp, is he responsible for any of it? Or is it just a case of, hang on a minute, we win together, we lose together. We didn't fucking lose yesterday, but it feels like a defeat, doesn't it? At Manchester United, it felt like a defeat. I've watched them games and I just look and I just think, well, what the fuck's happened to our best players, All right then, just something to throw into the mix. I will be updating DKB.TV today. I did plan to I had some information given to me during the Manchester United game. It was during that. If you're a KopTalk member, you will know. I'm going to touch on that on DKB.TV today. I did try to deal with it when I was in England, but it just didn't work for me. I'm back in my office, my studio, if you like, so I'm able to discuss it properly. I don't want to discuss it on KopTalk.tv because it's more of an open and public medium. I don't want, I'd rather keep this one a bit more private, really. So if you're on DKB.tv, I'll see you over there shortly, alright? And if you're not, then thanks a fucking lot for nothing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you join the members website, you get free DKB.tv anyway, or just join DKB.tv and support me over there, guys. You've been very much appreciated. The information is in the video link, the video description, below. Alright? So, I'll get this video online. I'll do my DKB.tv, and then I will try and get back to you guys on KopTalk.tv today to see if there's anything else that I would like to discuss with you. But for now, I'd like to know your thoughts on the Everton game. By all means, throw in any comments regarding the United game, because I don't think I did a video after that. And just the title chase in general. I really look forward to your input. All right, guys. Hooray!